Welcome to Nevermind the Furthermore. Wait a minute, this music isn't right, the scene isn't right. Hang on. That's more like it. And now it's time for the show for all creatives. Nevermind the Furthermore. Your source for conversation, inspiration, and fun. With your host, Nicholas Anthony Tockert. He's an artist, a writer, a swordsman, and a game designer. He knows how to use the sword and axe in historical battles without anybody getting hurt too much. He's also the Manatee Man, master of marketing. And he may even have a guest or two. One thing, though, to be certain. Just don't call him a cryptid. With that, it's about time for the show. So sit back, enjoy, and have some coffee and chat with us.
Good morning, Nevermore. I'm your host with the most, Nicholas Anthony Tockert, coming at you over the airways on WNTF. Nevermind the Furthermore. Nevermind the Furthermore is brought to you with the love and support of our good friends over at the Independent Creator Directory. That's indiecd.org, your one-stop shop for the best and the brightest authors, artists, and musicians. We're also made possible by sales of the Simple Sword, the Fighting Axe, and the Simple Spear, all part of our ongoing series of Western martial arts manuals designed to help you go from having never handled the sword to teaching the art to others, as well as the Big Stompy Robots line of books and games. And, of course, Hades and Hellfire. A dark secret has claimed 2 lives and is hunting an innocent child at the edge of the Appalachian Mountains. Only his aunt, a plucky reporter, her cameraman, and a very odd cat stand against the forces of darkness. Hello, my duckies. How are you? It is Friday, and we are loving it. Got a lot to talk about today. Got a lot to do. So we're going to kind of blast through it. I thought I saw it at a glance that Carl mentioned it in the comments, but a brief announcement for the Historical Fencing Guild types. If you can make it, I would like you to make it to the Historical Fencing Guild live stream tonight. I want to go over a few things that are rather important locally, and I want to go over a few things that are kind of not quite year in review, but we're close. And with the holidays, I'd rather get this sort of stuff out of the way now so that I don't have to keep track of it for later. It's not that I'm writing off the last month and a half of the year. It's that realistically, I can do this, have this off our plate, and give you guys more heads up. So we're going to be doing that. I know that my Fencing Guild show has the unfortunate channel intersect with the Green Room Secret Humor Group night weekly get-together, and I am sorry that that's the way those two things have lined up. But we need chat, and we need to get through that, okay? Beyond that, I need to put my braces back on. Sorry. I could only be out of them for so long, and I need to go back to wearing them. Trying to build back up is not quite been the easiest. So, what else is going on? My accountability. Sorry about that. I've got a lot on my plate. Well, yesterday was game night, so that meant I got to spend a lot of time over at the Benton County Public Library with my teens, trying to keep the havoc contained. It was a great game. We had a lot of fun. I got a lot developed, and I'm from that game, especially realizing some products that need to be out there that are game related, and I'm not seeing things that do what I want done. Therefore, I need to work on making them happen myself. So that is part of my sort of drive towards the end of the year. Unfortunately, there's no way on God's green earth it'll be done in time for Christmas. But then again, miracles could happen. I also had a little bit of a dust up, so to say, in that the Nick field was particularly strong for those of you who may have missed it. The dryer pipe burst downstairs. What happened is there's been a lot of shaking in the house lately. And it's because Xander likes to run and the weather's been a little odd. So he's been bounding like a gazelle through the house, shaking everything, and it snapped a support. The support was what was holding up the dryer hose. The dryer hose that was suspended then fell down on the hot water pipes for my boiler. We're not quite sure when that happened, but when things started to kick up for the heat being necessary, it started to cook through the pipes down. So I got to go up on a ladder. I got to bang on some things. Me working overhead around hot pipes, working a hammer with sprained wrists, made for a large part of yesterday to be colorful. That might have been Wednesday night. Things get a little fuzzy. We've had a lot going on. My big plans are I'm having a guest over tomorrow. So I need... Hello, sir. Are you coming up? No, you're coming around. Okay. I need to do, the necessary house cleaning and things for that, as well as the shopping for that. So it's going to be a very busy day for yours truly. I have banged out some more. There we go. Yep. I'm just in the way of your commute right now, huh? Okay. Yes, I know you. There. Stick your head out. Enjoy. Anyhow. But wow, I'm really off my rocker this morning. While we're dealing with all that, sir, can I help you? Well, yeah. Look. Okay, now you snag things. It's not me. The outside is foggy. There is not much to see. Okay. Are we content? Catering to the producers. It's a whole thing. But guys, okay, we're gonna get back into it. I got some writing done. I've got some art done. I'm working on a bit of visual formatting and trying to use some of the more elaborate tools that are built into Clip Studio Paint to work on formatting some game design materials. I'm very excited about that. Beyond that, once I get through this weekend visit and prep, I think we're going to have a little bit of time to get into some good project work and some of the possible scheduling changes. I don't know. I need to look. I have several projects coming up, and I'm not sure what all I need to do. But I also want to apologize to my Nick Knows Nerf folks. I actually do have material that needs to be filmed. I just have not been able to do it. So Nick Knows Nerf will be getting not only small segments, but we've got some unboxing that needs to be done. A little bit of heads up for the folks who are prepping for the holidays. And I might do a special on the Black Friday sales that I am seeing pop up in that field if there is interest. So, Nick Knows Nerfers, let me know. Beyond that, we're going to have to talk about some of our commercials. Several of you have had commercials for long periods of time. I need to know if any of you have updates for that. Again, this is me trying to tidy up for end of the year. I will be possibly cutting out some commercials of older products or overlays. I'm just having to tinker with my my setup, because I want to make sure that I can run all the ads that you guys want. So I may be losing some of the funnier overlays to try to make room for more ads, rotate things out. I may actually get some ads done. I am working towards getting ahead of the holiday push. I also want to encourage you guys that there is a major boycott going on from, I want to say the 23rd through the 1st, basically the Black Friday garbage. But honestly, how many of us need another malfunctioning TV? And before people point at Foxy, yes, I know you guys need a TV. But I don't, from what I've heard of your budget, I don't think you guys have the budget for what they're calling a discount these days. So let me know. And I was working on, God, my behind the scenes stuff has been a little buzzy lately. So I need to essentially pull off a stupendous, and stupendous take so much out of me. But that's just the price for the play. We really need, on my end, to alter a few of the things I'm doing. My schedule got discombobulated, so now I'm looking at it. I'm trying to get the pieces to fit where they need to, so that I can be more productive for you guys and get some time to work on my own personal education and elevate what I am doing. Because this is a good time of year, I think, to both be appreciative of what we have. Thus far, we live in a country where we have the ability to, with only limited censorship, and frankly, most of it corporate, express ourselves, to speak to our ideas, to share our dreams, to tell our stories, regardless of any number of things. Now, there may be pushback. That's always going to happen, but we should rejoice and be thankful that we have that, and be thankful for all the people who've fought very long and very hard to make sure that we have that. I also want to stop, as we are really barreling towards Thanksgiving, not get caught up in the holiday itself. I mean, we all love food, we all love turkey, etc. But to get a perspective on what we are thankful for. And one of those things I want to remind us is each other. So I want you guys to, if you are hurting, if you are finding yourself lacking, please reach out. Things may get spicy in the fairly near future. And we're going to talk real about this because I think it needs to be discussed. I expect a lot of price hikes. I expect a lot of shady dealings to happen very quickly. And while this is all going on, I want you guys to, one, don't be distracted from taking care of each other. And two, remember, I've been talking shop small, take care of the little guys. Buy what you need and be smart for a long time. I've said, or if you can, order your books from authors direct. If you can, get commissions for artwork. Now, they are flooding the world right now with temptations. And if you look at the way these temptations are designed, it's designed to make it impossible to be an artist, impossible to be a writer, impossible to be a musician. Because what they want to do is when we are creating, it is very difficult for other people and corporations and ideas to force us to create what they want created and not upset the tea kettles. But that's the point of art. That's the point of, and when I say art, I mean literature, I mean philosophy, I mean music, I mean a myriad of genres are to improve our life and reflect truth. This is dangerous. This is contemplative. This is getting you to do something other than blindly consume. And it's important. I will always find it funny that in America we have a holiday dedicated to giving thanks for having what we have and the friends we've made along the way and family that matters, be it blood or chosen or both if you're truly fortunate. And then we immediately follow it with a rabid mess of aggressive consumerism. We're better than that. We really are. So appreciate your family. Appreciate your friends. It struck me recently how many in my early years I lost. And I like to daydream. Obviously, I'm an artist and an author. But daydream about being wealthy enough to have a table long enough to have all my friends and family, everybody I care about in the whole world on it. To sit down for like the most succulent of Chinese dinners, whatever. But in my mind, there are these empty chairs every so often, sometimes whole rows of them. And Sometimes we lose people to finances, like we drift away. Sometimes we lose them to fatalities. Sometimes we lose them to ideas. And we've lost a lot of good folks. And I'm not trying to pull the mood down on Friday, because this is not where I want to live conversationally, but it is where I have to start to make the next point. And the next point is we have to be so appreciative of those we have in our lives. And those who deserve our time. In recent years, for many reasons, have seen that people I love and care about, people I've helped, people I've had a history, have said some quiet parts out loud. And what this made me think of, I know I'm laying groundwork here, but bear with me, is that we guys, we only have so much time. Okay. And during that time, we will lose the people we actually give a dang about. And I'm beginning to see loudly, as these last few months have been a reminder of me, that not only are some of the people who may be in our lives and aren't supportive, aren't positive to our energy. They're stealing time from those who are, that we have a limited time with. They're stealing opportunities. Every time we look at social media, or we sit down at work, we realize that these folks are literally stealing our time. So while peace and love is something I obviously promote, sometimes you have to promote the protecting your own peace. You have to promote laying down healthy and immutable boundaries. And boundaries are I don't like that. Boundaries are if-then statements. I am going to allow you into my life. If you do X, Y, or Z, then I will respond with this. And then you stand to it. I say this because part of Thanksgiving is coming together with family and friends. But sometimes you just have to step back. And while I firmly believe you should forgive people, okay, it's also a good time ahead of the holiday, just a little bit, and certainly ahead of Christmas, to remind folks that it is possible to have a conflict with somebody, to forgive them, however they wronged you, but then not let them back in. And it's very hard, because that balance between the ones you love will unfailingly hurt you. Just like you'll unfailingly hurt them. We're humans. Unfortunately, we can be rather argumentative creatures. I was trying to find the right word. But guys, do what you got to do to protect your peace. Okay. A couple days ago, it was International Men's Day. There is a Men's Day. And it was not discussed much. I saw a couple videos, and the point that was discussed that bore discussion was the tremendous rate of male self-deletion. You know, I don't care if it affects the algorithm, male suicide. I'm tired of algorithms trying to, don't say that, that upsets people, we'll cut your numbers. Well, there's words for things that mean things, and sometimes we have to use them. As much as I loathe vocabulary, occasionally the right word is the right word, the correct word. And as these holidays come up, it can be very hard on people. So, don't be afraid to cull your feed. There are a lot of people I care about, but I can't follow them on Facebook. Don't be afraid to walk away from people who are not serving you. Don't be afraid to reach out to those who you even have the slightest hint need help. And please don't be afraid to reach out. The holidays are a complex time. And once we're a little bit closer, I'll turn on the Christmas lights, etc. Things will get silly in here. But right now, I want you guys to tend to your peace. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Because there are a lot of people out there who will work against that for their own profit. That means on the economic scale, buying from family, buying from friends, buying from small businesses, shopping local, all that. That means on a social scale, really evaluating folks. Time is not necessarily a measure of value. There are folks your life might be better if you just hacked. And I know I'm going to be. But at the same time, value the good ones. I look at things oddly, in part because of the difficulty I have accessing my memories. It's another natural part of being unnatural. God, I love that line. But that comes from probably few too many TBIs racked up over a colorful lifetime. That being said, it's worth it. Okay? If all you remember is relatively short term, or you have huge gaps, it's a lot more important to use that time you have to try to be helpful, to try to be useful, to try to put good out there. And just as the skies probably can get a little dark, and just as somebody with anxiety, I understand. My lens is a little smeared, and it is through a lens darkly much of the time. But all of this leads us to an opportunity. We are being gifted a tremendous opportunity, my friends. It is a tremendous opportunity to look people in the eye, because a great many people in recent years said the quiet part out loud. And some of them may have changed their mind, but a lot of them are going to suddenly recount and try to gaslight their way away from any ramifications for their beliefs. I believe in freedom of speech, not freedom of responsibility. You still have to hold to what you've said. If you're wrong, you apologize. If you mean it, cool. Forget, move down the line. That's how it's supposed to work. But there are a lot of people who told on themselves. That is a gift. That is a gift of knowledge. It may be a painful gift, but it's a gift. Likewise, if there is struggle in the future, when there is struggle in the future, it may be for any varied reasons. It may be local, it may be national, maybe whatever. That is a gift too. Because that is a gift of an opportunity if you have the means to help others, to help others. That is a gift in the chance to change and improve the lives of people. When something breaks, you have a chance not only to, you may replace it, but you have a chance to fix it and make it work better than before or different than before. If something damages the inside of your car, if for some reason the interior gets damaged, you got to replace the seats. If you have to replace the seats anyway, why not replace them with a color you like better, or a seat that fits better, or something with more cup holders? There is a gift in all of this, if we can see it, and then if we can accept it. Look for the gifts and be thankful for the positives. And as always, remember the Uncle Iroh clause. If you look around and you can't find an Uncle Iroh, well, then it's better you become the next Uncle Iroh. Be back in under a minute. Alrighty, I kind of got on some long and winding tangents because I've got too many thoughts slamming into my head right now, but I think they're important. I'm glad I got to talk about them. I want to hear what's on your mind, so we're going to nail our way through the chat. Let's see. Wow, my comment dump. All right, first through the door is Carl Witzman. Good morning, early Friday risers. Good morning, Carl. Hope you're having a good one. And good morning, Foxy. And Eek, it changed the names are displayed. Yes, I noticed that. That's uneasy, but I can tell you I certainly changed no functionality on my end. LOL. Oh, bad YouTube. You sit in the corner and just think about what you've done. Hi, Foxy. Yeah, somehow it changed on Joe's evening show too, but that was weeks ago. I remember hearing about that. And Donna's greeting Foxy and Carl, and their changes are not consistent. They come and go. It's what drives me bonkers. And right, I know. Hi, Donna. Hi, Donna. Like Donna's name. Were there 2,762 other Donna Colleen's out there? If they just pick one thing and go with it, I'd get used to it, whether I liked it or not. But going back and forth, depending sometimes between one video and the next, is infuriating. Hugs to Foxy. Good morning. Hello, Dawn. Dawn is, of course, the mastermind between the stories of her cats, Buddy and Georgette. Over on Facebook, she runs a traveling table for Indie CD, so Indie CD traveling table. Someday my dyslexia will let me give that spiel a straight line, but not today. And but morning, heading to ortho, follow up with ER visit. Oh no! I hope you're okay. What fun would that be? Dawn, Foxy, and hey, Dawn, good luck. Best of luck, Dawn. May they consent to operate. Indeed, Dawn. Good. Angelic visions or mystic forest, Dawn. And Trey's sick, so I doubt she shows up today. Joe talked about it last night. Poor gal. Better conjure up some churro to get this chat going. Sick again. Poor Trey can't catch a break. I guess it's ongoing off and on for a few weeks, but she's under medical care, so that should help. And a smelly prayer sticklet, Inigo is very confused. So far, everyone who sat in the cold outside at Halicon is fine. Hey, pupper, don't burn your nose. He sniffed a few times and laid down for nap time. Ooh, my new nail color should come in today. Nick has an important announcement during the Historical Fencing Guild, so I promise not to be too funny for the first 30 minutes of the green room so people can check it out. Yeah, I would like to have folks' attendance to the green room tonight, if at all possible. If not, I do understand. Don't forget to like and share, folks. Hey, Nick. Hey, Donna. Headphones off. It's now safe to replace your headphones. Hello, Nick. But that's just who I am this week. Good morning. I'm going to assume that that's Churro with a different handle because of the icon. I hope that's you, dear. Hello, but that we have different names today. Good morning, everyone. Hi, Joe. How are you holding up? And we got greetings and we have greetings, but that's fine. Churro's my display name. That's why it's showing that. Perhaps it's because I'm on a laptop. No, it's going nuts. We are so glad to hear from you, Churro. It was so delightful seeing you and all the gang down at the game. I hope you had fun. I hope it was an enjoyable time for you. Churro! Joe, please let Trey know we're thinking of her. Trey probably won't be in the green room or HFG tonight. She decided to have a sinus infection, strep, and pneumonia at the same time. Does Trey have to be an overachiever at everything? My gosh. Please let her know we are thinking of her, and we love her, and we wish her the speediest of recoveries. Yeah. Because YouTube, that's what's stupid. Yep. No, Charles. YouTube. Oh, no. Tell Try, hope she gets better soon. That sounds horrific. Yeah, there was something being changed on the channels with YouTube not showing our display names anymore. I need to dive into that later today. I read that as butt hat and nearly banned you. Oh, I hope she feels better soon. I know what that's like. And LOL. Better than Thesis, poor guy. Thesis's foot guy. What happened? Oh, I apparently missed something. And I don't know if I want to know. I'll give him points for being an interesting troll, but that's it. And I'm going to skip the bot. Although Alive Limpum is an interesting name. Dusty, hi Dusty. So Foxy, you're wearing shoes just in case. Dusty sighting. I cannot see out the window, sir. Nope, I don't wear shoes unless I have to. Guy would be happy. LOL, perhaps too happy. And good morning, Dan. Now, Dan, I want this expressed while we have a moment. You realizing how awesome your reading has been of your work is amazing. And wow, I support you supporting other voice actors. There is literally no one who can do your stuff better. So perhaps even if you only reserve it for the old Dan style stories, please use the gift that is your voice and wield it well to the amusement, betterment, and I'm sure audio inspiration of quite many of your viewers. It is a masterful gift to have a voice like that. Wield it. And good morning, Dan. Dan, saw your show this morning. I actually just missed your show last night because I have been working on a whole lot of projects. Hi, Dan. Sorry, I was an hour late last night, but I nodded off in my chair. Now I can't unsee butt hat. It could be worse. It could be Lothario. Anyway, we are down Dawn and Trey, so the rest of us have to fill in the gap. Hugs to Foxy. It makes me giggle. I am in fact 12 sometimes. Only times. Sometimes after my shoe size. Back to okay, you guys have a fixation. Time to restart the PC. I'll be back. Well, while Joe is restarting his PC, I think I'll restart with an ad.
From author Brian K. Morris comes a tale of irreverent holiday horror, told with much inappropriate humor. Dr. Victor Frankenstein creates the spirit of giving himself. Ho, ho, ho! Santastein, or the post-holiday Prometheus. Available at Amazon.com. Get your copy today.
All right, let's get back into it. Okay, where are we? Guess that's the theme of the day. Restart. Don't forget the like. Good morning. Trelena, hi, dear. I hope you're doing okay. I mean, obviously, you're sick as a dog, and you're probably, like, either in bed, tucked in, or in hospital. Please, please, please be gentle with yourself. I am deeply concerned. Okay? If there's anything we can do for you or Joe, please reach out. I don't care how long the drive is. If you need something, I'll run it up. I'll even, like, leave it on the porch and wear a grounding strip if I have to. You just say what you need. Hey, Trey, hope you feel better soon. Trey hugs. Thanks. I got my meds, my tea, the kitties. So sick days are set. Well, Please rest. We didn't expect you to come in here while sick. Joe is an implied presence. Yes, he is. Joe really is like the Force and duct tape. He has a light side, a dark side, and it holds the universe together. You got the triple whammy. Trey likes to get it all over all at once. Not the green room. I think I finally got Microsoft Office fixed after the borking it took with BIOS update and turning to secure boot. Wow. And Foxy's dealing with, whoa, it's sunny out, squints at the evil orb in sky. Glad you can computer, Joe. I'm all right with computers. I don't know a whole lot. I am about to be incredibly hypocritical. Joe, you know you're good at what you do. You know you're appreciated for what you do. Accept the compliment. Okay. Mindy's playing with my fuzzy socks under my... Mindy? Is Mork there? Wow! As I feel more gray hair descend on my body for making a Mork and Mindy reference. I can sometimes computer good, especially if I have white teeth thingy talking me through it. Mindy? I think that's autocorrect Sminy. Do you have a secret wife too? Oh, darn. Okay, I have to lob this one very, very high. In the Secret Humor group this morning, I saw that Mr. Walker made a reference to a film. That film being, of course, a very obscure classic in a certain niche that shall remain nameless. If you don't know, you don't need to. I was delighted. It was not what I expected to see first thing, but it was needed. It's been a bit of a run. But I think that might be a different Misty under your desk because they're very short. And not that Misty who's very short. No, the one of which we are referring. Very short, very eager to try things. I think if she had another wife, you'd know about it. Yep, Donna typoed. It's Miney. Now I'm wondering. Poor Nick is trying to be serious here. And we're back to the feet. Dang. Brez decided he's really into feet and toes. Yo! Hinky. He and Pro Pool probably been talking. Yo! Yo! I need some arrows. You know what I'm going to do? I need to make some holy Nerf darts so I can inflict some healing on these people. Oh, God. Okay. Feline pedal obsession haberdashery for one's derriere. What a day. That sums it up. Second floor, Wimbledon haberdashery. I'm going to hide in the bathroom. Watches all the cats follow Carl. My cat has decided he's a chihuahua in spirit and bites my ankle when I walk by. Oh, not your ankles! The fiend. But that's impossible because everyone knows Churro has no ankles. That is an old joke that is reference to someone accused one of the queens of her skirt blowing up and revealing her ankle back when I was in the SCA. And I whirled around and I informed them that's impossible. The queen has no ankles. As a way of deferring that if you saw it, no, you did it. It's a very cat thing to do. Perhaps my Chihuahua is a cat in spirit. Forgive, never forget. Yep, Chihuahuas are tiny devils. I think that's because they are allowed to be. Although, and I joke you not, apparently in a tourist town in Mexico, a pack of wild Chihuahuas, 40 deep, were running amok a couple of years back. And I don't care who or what you are, the idea of a pack of those little furry velociraptors running wild. Yes! See? Churro, do you know about the packs of feral Chihuahuas in New Mexico? See? Educated woman. Blessed is Trey. They're sweethearts when they're trained right. Cute devils, but devils just the same. Oh my gosh, now I want to. The feral Chihuahuas. Great band name. We are the feral Chihuahuas. We're to help Scott Pilgrim. No. People didn't train them because they're little. Wonder why they act untrained. They are amazing when trained like any other dog. Oh my God, it is. It is. Exactly. I had a little terrier Chihuahua mix, and she was the sweetest dog I've ever owned. Aw. Now Miney's in the hall crying because he can't pester mommy. Happens. It's and true. Trey can't. People don't train little mutts the same and end up with terrors. Dogs or kids. Meh. Could be. True. I had a Chi. Sorry, folks. I'm going to assume that you mean that you had I had to take my glasses off. I'm sorry. The level of green rooming that nope. Just nope. Oh wow, I'm having trouble with this one. This one got me. I needed it, but it got me. Okay. We're going to get through this. I'm a professional broadcaster. I'm the best, so do not test. Pinnacle of my profession, top of my chosen field. It's a serious profession. Okay. We had a Chiweenie for years. I trained him right alongside Hooli. And other than barking at everything, he was a good boy. Yes, Carl. Says Foxy. We had Pomeranians and German Shepherds at the same time. Trained them the same. Such good dogs. Now, I will state this. Because both Manda and Xander have issues with dogs. And my health doesn't always make me the best able to give the dogs the mobility that they need, especially if late. I want to get a outside of breed standard, oversized Doberman. I want a Dobie the size of a Buick. You know what I'm saying? And then I want a min pin, a miniature pinscher. And I want to name them Bait and Switch, because that min pin will be an alarm. And Switch, my Dobie, will be a dead silent solution to problems. You know, alarm and intercept, it would be beautiful. I try and treat my dogs better than a lot of people treat their kids. Yeah. My folks had a Palm for a while, a little jerk. When I went to see him, he walked to hike to light it, peed on my foot. Really, dude? Again with the feet, Foxy. This is mine now. I mean, I've had animals claim me before, but none so literally. I got revenge. Gave the little poop a bath, which he hated, helped Dad. Nothing little dogs hate more than baths, right? Happy Friday! Happy Friday, Cindy. I hope you have fun with that. I've found a free amigurumi pattern, and they say as long as credit is given on the, like, wherever you advertise it, you can sell that pattern. So giving somebody like you a cute little brontosaurus and tray. I also know that both of you know how to put wings on things, so it could get really cute, because that brontosaurus could become a really adorably derpy dragon so relatively easily. Churro loves, and we loves Churro. How you doing? Happy Friday. Hi, Cindy. And check out my Deviant art. Yes, please do. It will be going active again soon. Hi, Cindy. Hey again, Churro. Hey, Cindy. I'm forcing myself to eat a blueberry muffin for breakfast. I don't want breakfast, but blueberry is a favorite of mine. It's probably better to eat and get your blood sugars up. Dan? Churro, did you change your name again? Ella went and changed my user. Nice. Churro loves. Hey, Dan. And Nevermind the Furthermore, link for this channel. And this time, Blueberry. I did not like the handle showing up. I understand. And go to youtube.com/Nicholas Talk at Nicholas Tockert for the rest of Nevermind the Furthermores. You feel better, Trey. I did have fun at D&D. Max and I are talking about maybe going out for a drink at Sundog Saturday morning. I am physically incapable of squeeing. Therefore, I won't. But okay, I've got antibiotics now, so it should mend up quickly. I also called off work for the next few days like a sane person. Yes, sane? She is sick. Indeed. You rang. Good, Trey. We love you and cannot lose you. Yeah. I'm glad you have those antibiotics. 2 years ago, I had a nasty ear infection. It wasn't fun. I sleep a lot when I'm sick, and my boss doesn't need to see me drooling at my desk. Wow. Big stompy robots in a melee with Hades and Hellfire coming through the thinning veil with simple swords. Oh, God, that's so good. I cannot start my projects to do that, but I want to. Okay. That's delightful. I may have to do imagery. And oof, ear infections suck. They make everything hurt. Ear infections? Wow, that's a speech impediment. From the way you talk about your boss, that'd be pictures. Nearly missed it. I'm doing it myself. And Nick, leave Lothario out of the streams. There's always room for Lothario. Yes, there is a new NPC that happened due to a critical fail roll. And yes, he's fabulous. I'm going to have fun with Lothario. There probably would. He would then call Joe to come get me and let me sleep until hubby got there. Aww. Support Nick's efforts to help people be safely dangerous. Yes! I have acquired something towards that end I want to review, but I can't review it for a little over a month. Nod and smile because she is awake and aware in the living room. If someone could clean up Trey's drool, it would be super. Strategically drops paper towel. Hey, gentle hugs and air be with you. And heal you soon. And bit of Office Space reference, indeed. Cat's watching stream with me. He seems amused. I'm glad. Check out Terrors Volcana in the quest for the old Delphi Oculus. Oh, God. Oh, don't, you know what? Give that line to Brian. It could be amazing. And Raul Cruz does more than animal work. Check out his other artistic stuff at www.raulcruz. My speech impediment is having a heyday today. And I have to go back to the day job. Catch up with Dragons books. Oh, we love Cindy, but you know what? You can love her too. Sorry, I found out something on the news. I will have to verify because my rage may be deep and fathomless. That's okay. Bye, Cindy. And have a nice day, Cindy. Nerf darts dipped in holy water. He's trying to catch us on fire. Oh. I just need flying exorcisms for you all. If somebody checked the latest spell, if someone wants to critique the latest spell checked version in the latest damn story at FillianWebzine.com/secret/lost weekend, Dan Hollifield. Woohoo! Rasputin power! Scott Pilgrim reference. Yes! Foxy Broke Nick takes a bow. Well, clapping. Okay, guys. Haven't heard much from Thesis lately. He's been very busy. And unfortunately, as you guys know, with the way my schedules are, I kind of am protective of my Saturday nights because that is kind of one of my big family times. Oh, God. But the idea of Chiweenie and the word cultivation coming to mind, my mind is a terrible place sometimes. And that one just short-circuited my whole, I staticked. Well done. Woohoo! Yes, I know what it's supposed to be. And I'm skipping that because I know that that's a bot. 15 pounds of bravery. This is a plastic bag. You chase off dogs weighing 100 pounds. And I was just sitting there like, dude, you're bite-sized. Yeah, that's a little dog. Miss the goober. Mine was the same way, but horrifically nervous around stray cats. I can understand why. Respect the death blades. The day the green room escaped and landed in the morning zoo. Green room light. Oh my gosh. My hand is bruised. Not sure where that's from. Meeting classmates at noon for lunch. They're dropping like flies. 12 is now 8. I'm sorry. This bruise is suspiciously indigo tooth shape. Cat fell asleep hugging your arm. Oh, that's adorable. And poor Foxy. He must have nommed a little too hard. Not a big deal. Aw, Churro. That's cute, Churro. He's making biscuits on my head. Ouch. Oh. I think we need a musical interlude.
It's time to scan, that is the plan, with Carl and Dawn to catch a fawn or unicorn. We're so forlorn, we got a cap, so here's our rep. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we've got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too. Munsey is good exercise, good for your heart and for your thighs. Dawn is such a lovely lass. Come on, Dawn, get off your chair. Munsey, we want to Munsey, because we want some points and funny badges with our modern cell phone gadgets. Munsey, we got to Munsey. Download that app and help us cap, and you can play it too.
Woo! Now, guys, I would love to keep prattling, and I'm going to have to run at least one more commercial. But I am going to, before I do run that commercial, I'm going to say that please look out for each other. Okay? However things go, just please look out for each other. Be there for each other. All right? I got to run one more ad and then I'm wrapping up.
Hi, this is Kat. During the school year, I'm Mrs. Rothermel. But otherwise, I'm Rock and Roll Art Goddess, writing about my past and filming the present. I need you to join my Rock and Roll Art army and to check out my merch on Zazzle.com. What started out as journal therapy is now 4 books, I see. And an Instagram account to blow off steam, becoming a book, with another to do the same. A short film for a friend. No, this is not the end. Peace, love, and let me art.
All right, folks, I'm all about letting you guys art. So why don't you guys do that? Why don't you just get out there and keep creating, keep drawing, keep writing? Because as long as you do, you can edit it. Prove it, but you can't edit a blank page. I do love you all. Some of you more so, and in particular, you should know who you are. But I love you, and you should too. Toodles, folks.